Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Sorry, I'm losing my voice today. But thank you for being here. This is going to be part 2 for the month of February 2022. This is part 1. There is a link to part 1 if you somehow haven't watched it down below, so make sure to watch this. We go over all of this. But I'm going to add more cards to this, so we're going to clarify everything that's going on here. Definitely a new beginning coming in for you. It's like a rebirth reading, I would call it. Death card. You have this casket card, 10 of swords, 8 of cups. It's like, and you also have this chain card. I do feel like there's like a chain of events that is happening in your life that is leading to a transformation. So we're going to double clarify, kind of. You have this club card with that pineapple card. It says, someone will try to make you do something against your will. So I'd be very careful of that. Obviously, nobody can really make us do anything we don't want to do. But if you feel like someone is like trying to force you to do things, then I would be careful of that. I just have to get this out. What I'm getting here on this club card is it's one of those things where it's like sometimes I think we can do things that our family like makes us do, like our family could have certain traditions or certain belief systems or whatever. So we do things kind of as if our family would want us to do them. That sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but that's like what that is saying to me. I'm also going to pull a card for the other side here. You have the 12th house. It says introspection on it. So I do feel that any decisions you're making at this time, it's going to be important that you make them because you want to make them. Again, I've met plenty of people who are, in their 30s that still do things that like their parents made them do, right? And it's like, it's like, should you do that? I mean, sometimes, yeah, of course, our parents are older. Maybe they do have some good advice, but it's like, if you're not living with your parents any longer, it's like, do you still have to live as if you do? It's like, I feel like a lot of us do that. And then again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your parents. It's just like, we sometimes have to spread our wings and fly, right? Scorpio, plain and simple. With the Queen of Cups here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely a change. It's like you're more focused on gathering resources in your life is what I'm getting here, and I feel like you're trying to make yourself more secure. This is a positive energy. I definitely am taking this as a good thing, not a bad thing, because look, you have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. One more Queen, and you'll have the Empress, which is like a glow up. So I'm kind of seeing this as more of an energy of you kind of focusing on your resources so that you can be more secure, not only so you can have more abundance, but just mostly so you can create more security in your life. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you're just embracing this energy here. With the Hermit, you have the 7 of Cups. Probably like the weirdest part about being alive at this time is the 7 of Cups. Very common energy right now. I think the problem with the 7 of Cups is a lot of us, this is clarifying the Hermit. I feel like a lot of us could be going through some things in our life, and we could be wrapping up cycles, which clearly you are in this reading. You're like closing out cycles and starting new things. But it's like the new thing that you could be having a desire to start is probably pretty freaking crazy, as I've said a million times in the past. You could want to start a worm farm, and maybe that's what you want your business to be. You could start a hamster farm. Maybe that's what you want your business to be. And it's like crazy idea. It's like, who in the hell in their right mind would do something like that? But you never know. It might be the thing that makes you very successful, right? So, that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here, especially with that 7 of Cups. With the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, again, I would definitely, with that club card that we had in the beginning, I would be very careful of anyone who's trying to force you to do something. The Knight of Swords is my second opinion card. It is my card of needing to get a second opinion, especially if someone's trying to sell you something. If they're like, you need to buy this, then I would be very, very careful of that. No get-rich-quick schemes at this time. Moving forward, I've said this before, I'm like not a fan of get-rich-quick schemes in the first place, but it's like definitely with the energy moving forward, it's like the universe is kind of like pushing people more towards get-rich, by creating a lot of abundance, not only for yourself, but for other people, but also, so that you can have long-term stability. It's like easy come, easy go, type of energy. So I would be careful of anything like that. Anybody who's telling you, that something's going to cost a ridiculous amount of money, like maybe you have to get your car fixed or your house fixed. The Knight of Swords just says, get a second opinion, because maybe the person you're dealing with isn't lying, but maybe they just don't know a better way. So, again, the Knight of Swords is like my second opinion card, because maybe you find a person who's actually smarter, better, wiser, and just can do it cheaper because they know how to do it better in the first place. So I always get a second opinion with the Knight of Swords. Next, with the Chain card here, you have the January card coming up. So, again, kind of interesting, because this guy, it's like there's a person on this card, but he looks like Pinocchio. And he's frozen. Look at the nose coming off of that right there. I feel like for some of you, again, I would be careful of any liars, cheaters, stealers, especially with that club card. I'd be careful of any. This could have happened in January, back in January, or something like that. I'm going to pull the next card as well. You have this Gong card. It says an exciting event. Hey, there you go. There could be a lot of excitement coming in for you. Something that gets all that ice off of you there. We're also going to pull a card for this middle row. You have the honeybee. It says reciprocity. It's funny that I was talking about teamwork and kind of like creating abundance for other people. And it's like you're not doing it for them, but if you're doing things that naturally create abundance, then you're probably going to create abundance for other people. And that's going to be very important, is what I feel for you, Scorpio. With the Six of Wands, you have the, hey, there you go, Queen of Swords, the only other queen we needed. There you go. Love it. Definitely Empress energy for you showing up in this reading. And you have all 4 queens. That's badass. I like that. You're also, I feel, seeing things clearly, understanding what you need to be doing at this time. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Three of Cups, a celebration coming in for you here, Scorpio. 3 of Cups, again, is other people. I keep encouraging people to, again, do things that create abundance for other people. It's just going to come back to you tenfold. This doesn't mean you have to. There's a difference between, doing something for people and being an example. I keep encouraging people this year to be a living example. I have been for like 2 years. And I would say all the way through to like 2026, and it doesn't stop there. That doesn't mean stop at 2026. I would just be working towards that until 2026, being a living example. When you do that, when people can look at you and they can use you as a source of inspiration or whatever, it's like you're creating a lot of abundance in doing that, and it's just going to come back to you. So how do we do this? Well, we start manifesting our dreams. We accomplish something that's really hard to accomplish. We accomplish something that nobody in our life has ever accomplished. Maybe nobody in your life has ever gone to college. You go to college, you're inspiring people. Maybe nobody has ever started a business. You start a business, you're inspiring people, right? So 3 cups, I feel like that's what this is saying with the 3 cups. And it's like the best part about this is I think you only have to focus on your project or your business or whatever it is that you're trying to create. Same thing with love as well. It's like maybe you could be getting into a relationship where you're really putting in the work. Maybe you don't have any positive relationship role models around you. It's almost like you're becoming a role model here is how I'm seeing this. Really nice energy, right? With the Ace of Swords, you have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is self-imposed restriction. It's a card of being too close to a problem. With that 3 of Cups, it's like if you're experiencing any obstacles or if you're feeling stuck, the 3 of Cups says there are people who can help you, or there are people who have good ideas. So it kind of just says network, meet with people who are smarter than you, learn from people around you, and you'll easily be able to set yourself free. Lastly, with that Quill card that you have there, which says get back to basics, you have career. This career card, this is tied to the 10th house. This is one of the astral house cards. So 10th house right here. Your career or business could be very important for you. I would say this whole entire reading has really been about your resources, Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I said at the end of the first reading that it's almost like, if you're feeling pulled away from something you've been doing for a long time, I feel like what you've been doing is your training ground. It's like what you've been trained to do. You've been learning from that, and it's like now you're moving to something else. Bottom row here, you have this trine sextile. It says symbiosis on it. So talking about a trine in astrology. It's really funny to me because trines in astrology are like usually people who have like a lot of trines in their chart. They can be considered lazy. They're not really lazy. People who have a lot of trines in their chart are like born with a talent, gift, skill, or ability. And it's like if you're born with something, you don't know you're good at it because you were born with it. So if something comes naturally to you, you don't realize how special it is. So trines can kind of represent those hidden talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, those things that we don't know we're good at, that we don't know we're natural at because we always have been. And something like that could be coming out, I feel. And you could be using it for your career or for your business. I think we have to look at those places where people say, oh, you're really good at this. You're really good at doing that. You know, you've probably had people in your life who tell you you're good at something. And it's like, those are the places where maybe you don't have a trine, but maybe it's a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Five of Swords, major walking away energy. I mean, every single sign that I have read for like the past 2 weeks, all the signs have been getting this energy of kind of walking away from things that no longer serve you. Five of Swords is like a risk, you know? It can represent winning at all costs. It can represent a conflict, all this other stuff. But to me, it's really a card of taking a risk. And, I feel like the risk that we're all taking, and it's not just you, Scorpio. I feel like it's everybody. I feel like we're all walking away from kind of like what we have known for a very long period of time. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Six of Wands. There you go. It's like when you walk away, you will have a victory right here. And like I said, Six of Wands, people are looking up to the guy on the Six of Wands. So I really feel like people are going to be looking up to you. People are going to be seeing you as an example. People are going to be seeing you as someone who they can look up to. You know, all that other good stuff here, Scorpio. So I really like that. And with the Death card, you have the Six of Pentacles. Love it. 2 sixes in a row. So to me, 2 sixes says you're moving in the right direction. You're doing the right things that you need to do at this time to become successful. So definitely a lot of success for you with these, 2 sixes. Six of Pentacles also a card of kind of like planting seeds. So I feel like that's what you should be doing at this time. I'll show you with the Six of Pentacles. He's got this balance. So again, it's kind of like a card of cause and effect. And I do feel it's saying, make sure you're giving to things that give back to you. That's going to lead to the best effect, obviously, in your life. This is a really good reading. I feel like clearly there's going to be a lot of excitement. You have that Gong card, which says there's an exciting event. Let's pull another card for that. And you have the Star, guaranteed success. There you go. I wanted to see what the next card was, and you have the Star card if it doesn't want to focus. But, again, I feel like there is kind of like something very exciting coming in for you with that energy. I like it. Scorpio, I like where this is going. So, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.